Live from the Leaf Academy studios, this is Tuesdays with Schwartz, the podcast all about success. Every Tuesday, I will talk about one success story, then break it down and give you tips and resources you can use to start your own success journey. If you're new to this podcast, welcome. My name is The School Doc. And if you don't know me, I'm a 21st century skills expert as well as a recognized K-12 expert. And my groundbreaking book, Disrupting Education, describes how to fix the K-12 system. If you want to know how to build a 21st century school, order your copy today on Amazon. Simply search for Disrupting Education. This week, I'm going to take a deeper look into the mega stardom of Taylor Swift. If you're a fan of Taylor, you're going to love this podcast. And if you aren't a fan of Taylor Swift right now, you will be when I'm done, because you're going to find out how Taylor Swift became the most recognizable person on this planet. If you're ready to go on this journey with me, here we go. Where does Taylor's success journey begin? And the answer is Reading, Pennsylvania. At the age of 9, Taylor won her first national poetry contest, and by the age of 12, she was putting her poems to music. In 2003, her family moved from Pennsylvania to Nashville, where she tried to get anyone to listen to her demo CD. Taylor was successful at landing a record deal with RCA, but decided to only stay with them for 1 year before signing with the indie label Big Machine Records. And I know Swifties have a sour taste in their mouth when they hear the name Big Machine, but at this point in Taylor's journey, Big Machine was a huge deal. In fact, it's been reported that Taylor's father owned a piece of Big Machine when Taylor signed with them. At the age of 16, her debut single, Tim McGraw, launched Taylor into a star. But I want to make things very clear. Just because Taylor was ambitious, talented, and hardworking doesn't mean that life is smooth sailing. In fact, Taylor has been forced to deal with a lot of issues. For example, in 2009, at the MTV Video Music Awards, a mentally ill Kanye West wandered on stage while Taylor was speaking and stole the microphone from her. Talk about male black privilege. When you're a superstar, there are 3 sides to the story. There's the media side, there's the haters side, and then there's the truth. Critics of Taylor Swift have said that she isn't an underdog fighting against the society machine. But isn't she an underdog? Every week I look into one success journey and try to break that story down for you. I have done more academic research on success and how to teach people how to be successful than any other educator in the United States. I had no idea what to expect when I researched Taylor's success journey, but it's very fascinating. Taylor has released 10 albums. Her debut album, the self-titled Taylor Swift, was released in 2006 and has sold over 5 million copies. Her second album, Fearless, came out in 2008 and sold over 7 million copies. And then her next 3 albums, Speak Now, Red, and 1989, were all released within 2 years of each other and sold a total of 16 million copies. You would think everything is great for Taylor, right? After all, she's a megastar. She has millions of adoring fans, but that's not how life works. And if you want to start building your own success journey, then you need to get your head out of the clouds and start realizing that Taylor Swift has been working and grinding for the last 15 years, and she's not done doing the hard work. So let's take a pause right here and let's go over how Taylor got to be this successful. In the last episode, I talked about the performance formula. So here it is again. Motivation plus skills plus confidence equals performance. Would you say that Taylor is motivated? What are her skills? And does she have a lot of confidence? That's where I want you to start your own success journey. Answer the following 3 questions. What is your motivation? What are your skills? Do you have the confidence to make your dreams come true? If you lack any one of those 3 things, then you know where you need to start. But here's a little secret, and something that Taylor already knows. She knew her dream. Taylor wanted to be a country music star. That's why she put her poems to music. That's why her family moved to Nashville. And that's why she recorded a demo CD at the age of 12. What is your dream? And if you can't answer that question right now, I want to introduce you to a concept that I have used for the last decade with thousands of kids, teachers, principals, and CEOs. So here it is. It's called the Roadmap for Success. So this is a new concept to you, and I don't want you to freak out that it doesn't make any sense or that it's too complicated. It's not complicated, it's just new. I will be using this concept in future podcast episodes, which is why you should subscribe to my free newsletter. The link is in the description. Once you learn this concept and start using it, you will start to see your dreams come true. The most important thing I want you to realize is that you need to look at the finish line. What is your dream? What was Taylor's dream? We know that answer. She wanted to be a country music star, and Taylor made her dream come true, but it wasn't easy. And that's what I want you to know. Taylor knew her success journey, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easy following it. So I want you to take a moment to think about this. How do you think Taylor felt when Kanye West stole the microphone from her hand while she was speaking? Was that a symbol of female empowerment? Was that celebrating women's voices? The answer is no. Kanye West silenced Taylor Swift. Doesn't matter that Kanye is mentally ill. Why didn't someone from his team prevent him from disrespecting women? Why didn't someone prevent Kanye from silencing a woman? Hindsight is 20/20, and we know now that Kanye is battling severe mental illness, but that's not an excuse for being an evil and harmful person. Taylor didn't deserve to be mistreated like that, and no one stood up for her. And that's why I bring this incident up to you. It has been reported that Taylor is worth over $1 billion, but that doesn't stop people from disrespecting her. So look in the mirror. Do people disrespect you? Do people not give you any credit? Do people overlook you? Stop thinking it has anything to do with you. People are doing that right now to Taylor Swift. Hasn't Taylor done enough to get people to stop disrespecting her? And the answer is no. People are people, and they will disrespect you whether you have 2 dimes in your pocket or over $1 billion. So here are my school doc tips. It sucks when people disrespect you. It sucks when people ignore you. And it sucks when people don't give you any support. What I want you to understand is that Taylor has to deal with all of those things as well. And what is her response? She is unstoppable. She doesn't listen to those people. She doesn't care what they have to say. She is following her success journey. And you are either on that journey with her or you're not on the bus. Would you like to become unstoppable like Taylor Swift? In 2020, Taylor began re-recording her original 6 albums because she does not own the rights to the masters of her original recordings. Do you know why she is being forced to do that? The answer is because the establishment doesn't want her to own her music. It has nothing to do with money because Taylor has enough money to buy back her masters. And that's the point. The establishment wants to be evil and toxic. They don't want to respect Taylor or her success journey. I know how Taylor feels. I'm a recognized K-12 expert. I wrote the book on how to fix our school system. For the last decade, I have taught thousands of kids, teachers, principals, and CEOs how to build a success journey of their own. And yet the establishment does not want to help kids or parents. You heard me. The establishment knows that my book and my solutions work and make high school students smarter than Harvard graduates, but they don't want to help you. They want to be evil and toxic. Taylor's re-recording her first 6 albums, and I was forced to create this podcast and a newsletter and my website and 4 social media channels. If you think you can't follow in Taylor Swift's footsteps, think again. Yes, you can. All you need to do is learn these 3 things. 1, how the 21st century works. 2, the rules of the 21st century. And 3, the success playbook. So let's go over them. First, how does the 21st century work? The answer is the internet. I know that sounds simplified, but it's not as complicated as you think. If you want to be successful, you need to figure out how to incorporate the internet into whatever you're trying to do. Second, what are the rules? The answer is research. The rules for your journey are going to be different than someone else's rules. Let's look at Taylor's journey. The rules she needed to learn was that the establishment was going to try and control her. So what did Taylor do? She learned the rules the establishment uses and then used them against them. And guess what? The establishment is crying because they say it's unfair that Taylor does the exact same thing they do. Kudos to you, Taylor. And lastly, what is the success playbook? This is where you need to use the roadmap for success. Look at the finish line. Where are you going? What is your dream? When you know where you're going, you become unstoppable like Taylor Swift. So take a few minutes to think about it. What is your dream? Here are my final thoughts. Everyone has a dream. That's what makes America great. But the truth is there are millions of people who have no idea how to make their dreams come true, and that's not their fault. The school system was supposed to teach you how to follow your dreams, and instead they forced you to learn algebra and Shakespeare. Think about that for a moment. What's more valuable to you, learning how to make your dreams come true or reading Romeo and Juliet? The establishment wants to control you, just like they want to control Taylor. The establishment knows the rules and are using them against you, not for you. If you want to learn how the 21st century works, the rules of the 21st century, and the success playbook, then subscribe to this newsletter today. And if you have friends that are struggling and don't have a success path, tell them to subscribe too. Every Tuesday, I will bring you one more success story and then break it down so you can start building your own success path in life. If you subscribe, you will hear story after story until suddenly that one story turns the light bulb on in your head, and now you know exactly what you need to do. But you need to subscribe or else you might miss that light bulb episode. Thank you for listening to Tuesdays with Schwartz. I hope you enjoyed this closer look into Taylor Swift's success journey. If you're a subscriber, then you automatically receive the latest episode directly in your inbox. This is your host, The School Doc, and I'll see you next week.
Every now and then you lose in life. What you're risking when you roll the dice. Now I'm gonna place the bet on me. I do believe